What's up everybody, how's it going? This is Chris again and welcome back to another video. It's great to see you and thanks everybody who has subscribed to my channel and sent me messages so far. It's been great to hear from you. So if you're new, just leave me a comment, say hi and I'll get back to you. So today we are talking all about different ways to describe food in English. A lot of people just learn the word delicious, but they always say everything is delicious. There are a lot of ways to describe food in English, not just delicious, okay? So if you can learn these, you will be able to impress your friends and you will be able to talk about food in a much better way. So let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about the pronunciation of delicious. So even though this is spelt delicious, normally we pronounce this delicious, delicious, and we emphasize the lit part of the word. Delicious, delicious, or it could be delicious, okay? So delicious. But what other ways can we say this? We can say tasty, 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 tasty. So for example, this pizza is really tasty. Okay, have you heard this one before? Another one, you can just say something is really good. This chocolate cake is really good. Really good. So that's a nice, easy one. It's easy for everybody to say. Another one is yummy. So this one is actually a little bit more like what a child would say. Normally adults would only say this when they're trying to be fun or playful, maybe. So if you say something is yummy, that's a more cute way of saying it tastes really good. For example, thanks for dinner. That was yummy. Yummy. Okay, so my daughter who's 3 years old, she loves saying that stuff is yummy. So this is one that children will use a lot as well. The next one is delightful. Delightful. So this word is actually not about food. It can be about people or it can be about something. Is delightful. But we can use this to describe food. Watch the pronunciation of this word. We don't normally say the t in the middle of this word. So it would change to a glottal stop. It changed to delightful, delightful. So there's a stop in the middle of this word. Delightful. And normally it wouldn't be delightful. It'd be delightful. We wouldn't say delightful. So for example, that pasta was delightful. Another one is divine. So this means godly, like the gods, really, really good. And it doesn't just describe food, but you can use it to describe food. For example, that lemon tart tasted divine. Divine. You can also use other words to describe things that are very beautiful, like gorgeous. That was gorgeous. Or you can use very strong words like amazing, wonderful, or incredible. The food was incredible. So there are loads of words we can use apart from delicious. But what if you want to talk in more detail about what something tastes like? Let's learn some more words for describing the tastes of food. So the first one is sour or bitter. What kinds of foods are sour or bitter? Foods that have a very sharp taste. For example, lemons or limes could be bitter or sour. Next is salty. Salty. Watch this l sound in the middle. Don't say salty. It should be salty. 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 This means food that has a lot of salt in it, such as fast food, snacks, or meats could be salty, or crisps as well. Next we have sweet. You probably know this one already. Sweet foods include things like cakes and fizzy drinks. Another one is fresh. Fresh. Something can taste fresh if it's very light and very crisp. It could be something like a salad or something with a lot of herbs in it. We would often describe this as tasting fresh. The next one is going to be used all the time, and this is spicy or hot. Sp. Watch this consonant cluster. Sp, sp. This can be quite difficult to pronounce. S plus p, sp, 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 I, s, e. Spicy. Spicy food like chili peppers, spicy chicken, spicy Indian food like curries, and so on. We can also call it hot. Obviously, the word hot can talk about the weather, it can talk about the temperature, or it can be talking about spicy food. So different meanings there. If something is very spicy, we can also describe it as fiery, like on fire because it's so hot. It's so spicy that it's fiery. I-E. Fiery. So this has got an I, a long diphthong sound in the middle. I and then fiery. It doesn't have this sound like in American English. It should be fiery. Fiery. Okay, like a fiery curry. Next one is smoky. So what is smoky taste? It's something that tastes like the smell of smoke, like a smoky barbecue sauce or something like that. Or some meat could be also described as smoky. The next one is rich. No, I'm not talking about somebody who's got a lot of money. I'm talking about food that is rich. 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 So what does this mean? It means that the food has a strong or a heavy flavor. It could be a rich sauce, a sauce with a very strong flavor. It could be a cake. If we say that a chocolate cake is rich, it means that it has a very strong taste, has a lot of things inside it. If you eat something that's rich, you'll get full very quickly. I know some words like Spanish have a word like rico, which might not really mean the same thing as rich in English. Rich in English means you get full easily, the taste is very strong. It doesn't mean delicious. Okay, so don't get those confused. The next one is full-bodied. What does full-bodied mean? Does it mean I'm very fat? No, it doesn't mean that. It means something has a strong flavor that stays in the mouth for a long time. We could say a wine has a full-bodied taste. This is very common when you're talking about wine, but you can also use it to talk about food. The next one is tangy. T-a-ng. This has got this ng sound, where your tongue rises to the back of your mouth, at the back, here. Ng, ng. Tangy. Tangy. This means something which is a little bit sour. Could be yogurt. By the way, this word in American English is pronounced yogurt. Yogurt. But in UK, it's pronounced yogurt. O-g-urt. Yogurt. Yogurt could be tangy. Or something like a lemon or a sour food could be tangy. Okay, so these are all words to talk about the taste of food. But what about if we want to talk about what the food feels like in your mouth? This is called consistency. A long word. Let's practice it together. Consistency. This means what the food feels like, what the shape of the food is, what the texture of the food is. The first one is chewy. This is something that is difficult to chew, takes a lot of work to eat that. Like nougat, like a very chewy sweet, or meat could also be chewy. The next one is creamy. Creamy means something that is very smooth. It could have a lot of milk or cream in it, like a pasta sauce could be described as creamy. Next, we have crumbly. What does crumbly mean? It means food that breaks down into small pieces in your mouth, like a biscuit, what we call in the UK a biscuit, it breaks into crumbs, or a cheese could be very crumbly. The next is crunchy. This means it has a very crisp texture, something that's hard and crispy. So this could be like an apple would be crunchy. Next, we have crispy. I just mentioned this already. It's something that's light and maybe makes a bit of a noise when you eat it, like bacon, or maybe at the top of a pie could be described as crispy. The next one is greasy. Watch this consonant cluster. It's g plus r is gr. greasy, greasy. Greasy means it has a lot of oil in it, like fast food or hamburgers might be greasy. Next is juicy. Watch this sound. J, j, j. And then it's got a y after it. Juicy, juicy. Not juicy, it should be juicy, juicy. Juicy means it has a lot of juice in it. For example, meat can be described as juicy, or a sauce could be juicy. Okay, just two more for you. Tender. What does tender mean? This word means that something is very soft and it's easy to break down. Maybe like a meat could be described as tender. And the last one is smooth. Smooth means that it doesn't have any small pieces in it. It's very easy to eat, and it could be something like a sauce or juice or any kind of food that doesn't feel rough on your mouth. It's almost like watery. So this is a really good one to use as well. All right, I've taught you so many words. I really hope that this has helped you to learn more about how to talk about foods in English. If you like this video, you know what to do. Click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. And go to my website, speakenglishwithchris.com, to check out all of my updates. If you sign up on my website, you can also get a free British English pronunciation mini course to help you to speak English in a more of a British accent and more like a native speaker. So if you want that, go on over to my website or click the link in the description below this video and you can start taking that mini course today. All right, so that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching as usual, and I'll see you in the next video.